Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you all, community. Here is Queen Deby again, once again on our Wednesday sessions. Today I have a beautiful, beautiful queen in my channel, our Queen Beatrice. So I'll just allow her to greet you, and I'll introduce her later.
Hello, good afternoon, good evening, good morning. How are you, everybody? Hello, Queen Mother. Hope you're feeling well today. And hello, greetings to King Steve.
Thank you, Queen Beatrice. Yeah, so community, thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Deby. I'm from Zimbabwe. I'm going to be your host today, as usual. Today we have a beautiful, beautiful information that we're going to share with you, and the topic is going to be the importance of starting early in any industry that you may find yourself in. So I just want to thank you so much, Queen Beatrice, for coming. And I would like to introduce Queen Beatrice. Queen Beatrice, her name is Queen Beatrice Hlatshwayo. I don't know how to pronounce it better. She will pronounce it. She's a mother, a grandmother, a PA to a principal of tertiary institution in Zimbabwe here in Bulawayo. She has an honors degree in human resources. She is from Bulawayo. She's from Zimbabwe. She resides in Bulawayo. She's one of the leaders that helps me when I go to Bulawayo. She's also a proud bull runner. So community, I'll allow her to just introduce herself for the first time. For those who doesn't know her for the first time, Queen Beatrice.
I can't hear you, Queen Deby.
You can't hear me? Yes.
I think we are having a network problem.
From my side or from your side? Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Okay, I was just saying, you can just briefly introduce who is Queen Beatrice. So those who doesn't know you, just briefly to just let the viewers get to know you better.
Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Queen Beatrice Hlatshwayo. I am from Zimbabwe. I am a mother of 5, 2 girls and 3 boys, sorry. And I'm a grandmother of 4 lovely boys. I work in a government institution. I'm a PA to the principal of a government institution. And I hold an honors degree in human resources. That's Queen Beatrice. Well, I am very, very much interested in event management. So if anyone has anything in events management, they can always contact me. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Queen Beatrice. I'm used to call you Queen B, so sometimes when I call you Queen B, don't don't worry. So yeah, so it is an honor to have you today as our guest speaker today. So community, today is going to be an amazing, amazing session, and I know by the time we go out of the session, or by the time we finish this session, you're going to take away something that you're going to go with. And you know, wealth is not built by hard work. Wealth is not luck. It is structure. It is strategy. So today we are going to talk about how is it important for us to start early in any industry that you find yourself in. So I'll give it to our queen today as she starts. Before she starts, I just also wanted to let you know that all our tweets are out. Please let's engage with them. And Bullrun, Survivor, and Killer Well, they're all out. Please let's engage with them. So Queen Beatrice, back to you, my queen. You can start.
Okay. Good afternoon once again. Today, I'm going to talk to you about the importance of starting early in any industry. This is just a common thing. We're just doing a common presentation. Queen Deby, I think she will really dwell into the cryptocurrency things, but myself, I am only going to be talking in general about the importance of starting early in an industry. Well, starting early in an industry is like beginning your career or investment or business venture at the earliest possible opportunity or of control or influence time as a competitive asset. It is a strategic advantage that focuses on long-term growth, allowing for like compounding, for instance, in finance, skills accumulation in careers, and also market testing in businesses before a significant pressure or competition arrives in the market. Therefore, starting early in the industry provides a significant competitive advantage by allowing time for compounding skills, reputation, and capital, while offering a higher tolerance of risk or failure. There are some key dimensions or scopes of starting early that involve leveraging of energy, accelerating learning through trial and error, and building a professional network, and before the high stakes or responsibilities arise. Should I continue, or maybe you want to say something there, Queen Deby?
No, you can continue.
Okay. In this session, I am going to look at about 5 points of that will go with starting early in a business. I will look at the key dimensions, which are the scopes, and then I'll also look at the advantages, and then I'll also look at the professional and the entrepreneurial advantages, and then the advantages. And the investment advantages, Queen Deby will elaborate on those ones. And I'll also look at the strategic skill development, where I'll also be talking to us as the community, what we are supposed to do for our business, what it is that we are supposed to be doing for our business so that it grows. And I'll also look at the common misconceptions. These are misunderstandings that people often have when we talk about starting early in an industry. My first point, the key dimensions of starting early in an industry. There is the compound effect of time. This is experience and capital. When starting early, it allows you to accumulate years of experience, knowledge, and sometimes capital, far exceeding your peers or who start earlier than you. And then the dimension for this point is that here you'll be having a time to fail, learn, and iterate without pressure of needing immediate high-level success. Maybe I can give an example for that one. An example of someone who starts learning to maybe do coding or building side projects at an early age. And then after maybe 5 to 10 years, you'll be having a head start of someone who would have started maybe at the age of about 25. You become, when you start early, you become a technical expert with a stronger portfolio. And then I can also give another example whereby, well, as an entrepreneur, when you start business, at an early stage as well, you can afford to experiment, do experiments and pivot, like maybe go back. Whereas at 40 years, you now have maybe like a mortgage or a family, and then it becomes very hard for you to make a high risk sell, and then it makes it difficult for you to have to make decisions. And then point number 2 is high risk tolerance and financial equity. Here, individuals often often have fewer financial commitments, like a mortgage, or, as I said before, children. It enables them to take higher risk and reinvest earnings in their business. So the dimension here is by the ability to survive failures and to start over, because you are still living with, maybe you are still living with your parents. An example for that one is when maybe as a starting technician or a tech at 25 allows you to live on a very low income, because when you are older, as they've said, that you'll be having maybe mortgages, children to look after. But now, when you're still young, you have you still have income that you can reinvest, maybe your profits back into the research and development. And then maybe if something is difficult to do when you have dependents. And then accelerated learning and they call it fresh eyes. Without being logged into traditional industry, early starters often bring fresh, innovative, and tech-savvy perspective to problems. So here, the agility to learn from the failures and adapt quickly to the market demands. That is the dimension for that one. And then I also have 2 examples. I'll give an example of a young social media marketing industry student who can often outmaneuver older established competitors because they understand new platforms naturally. As you are always talking about us involving the youth, because they are better versed with these gadgets, which some of us we don't know about. So you see, when they are when they get into the industry, they better understand what it is all about, unlike some of us. And also, a young person might identify a gap in the market for a new application, whereas someone with industry experience may see the same problem as an unsolvable, as unsolvable because they are biased by familiarity. You know, as we always say, this is normal. We are used to that. No, here there is a problem. Let's fix this. There's something wrong here. And then there is also the higher energy drive. Early starters often have higher energy levels, enabling them to work long hours. I think a good example can be given by our developer, King Steve, and our Queen Mother. You see, I know they work long hours and they are more dedicated to time for their craft, so that everything it comes out well. Like the sessions that we always have with King Steve, he always makes sure that people understand what it is that he is talking about. And then the dimension for this one, they say it's called sweet equity. It's putting in the intense physical and the mental labor required to build a foundation for a long success, as I've said about our developers. And then maybe an example that I can give there is about a young entrepreneur, also in the marketing industry, who might spend months doing odd jobs to understand the full supply chain, which provides deep operational knowledge that cannot be taught in a classroom. So like working overtime, giving the high energy, the leverage, you'll be like giving yourself, you'll be working yourself to what can I say, overworking yourself, so that you see that whatever it is that you want to do comes out perfectly. And then I think this one is my last point on this one, on the dimensions, is building the reputation and brand. Longevity in an industry is associated with dependability. Starting early gives you the ability to say you have more years of experience, whilst you are still very young. And here you are establishing authority by building a brand that is seen as early adopters and leaders in the space. The example that I can give here is when a 20-year-old who started in digital agency at the 20 can approach clients with a track record of 8 years, commanding higher fees and trust better than a 30-year-old, 40-year-old who is starting for the first time. Maybe Queen Deby, I'm done with the dimensions. If you have anything to say before I go to the advantages of starting early.
Thank you so much, Queen Beatrice. That was really, really powerful, and you touched a lot of things, especially how we can start early, and we can also have time to do better things before we have children, before we have other responsibilities, and we can take our time to put more effort or focus on our on what we are building. And that alone, it means a lot, because truly speaking, people, they think wealth comes because of luck. It's not about luck. There is a blueprint of that, how you prepare yourself. It's all about preparation. It's building wealth. You build wealthy through preparing a structure for yourself, and when the opportunities appears, you are now able to have an infrastructure that will help you to build what you want to build. So it's all about also having time, to take time to do that thing that you want to do, and give it time to grow. And it's good for you to start early, because you understand that the early you start, the early you're going to also adapt to learn. You have time to learn about that thing. You have time to also take time to build as it grows. And by the time it grows, you are able to even share with others. It just like what we are doing here. Our ecosystem is not yet mainstream. We are still very young, very, very young, and we have ability to learn. Our developers still have time for us. There is a time that we're not going to have this, because that will be very mainstream by that time, and maybe they are now committed to other things, and we are at the right time, at the right place, because why? We still have time to learn. We still have time to take away something from them, and we have time to build what we want to build from this ecosystem right now. And that's why we are talking about us being early in this industry, it will help us to have a lot. We have advantages. As our queen is going to talk about advantages of starting early, she will also talk about that and touch more about those ones. And that is what we really need to do. And I'll give it back to you, my queen, so that you can go ahead.
Okay, thank you, Queen Debbie. Thank you. I'll now talk about the advantages of starting early in any industry. Uh, uh, Maybe when you start early, the advantage is that you become a first mover and you have the market dominance. Here we are saying you are being allowed the first. You are the first to allow a company to define the industry standards and establish a brand recognition before others enter the market. Here we can maybe take an example of an organization like the Amazon that entered the e-commerce space. Online booksellers, allowing it to establish significant brand and trust and scale before competitors eventually became the dominant in everything store. And also an example can be of Coca-Cola, which used its early market entry to establish a global global brand recognition and customer loyalty that has lasted for so many decades. We all take Coca-Cola, or we all took Coca-Cola before where we had our problems. The second point is the high-speed learning and ability. Starting early provides a cheaper failures, allowing individuals, companies to learn from mistakes, to pivot quickly, and then and interact on their products without the high risks associated with later and larger scale operations. Here we can have an example of Flag, who began as a failed online game company, which was called Tiny Speck, that shut down in 2012. The team pivoted to launch the chat functionality that they had built for themselves, turning a failure into a major business collaboration tool. And also control of strategic resources and intellectual property. Early entrants, it can secure prime locations, key suppliers, or crucial intellectual property, that's patents. Patents maybe are those where you register your project or your things that you have developed, so that they are well protected, that are hard to obtain later. And then an example that we can give, I've got two examples. I'll talk about Walmart, who was able to gain a dominant position by strategically locating its stores in small towns early in its expansion, preventing competition from entering those markets. And also I'll talk of Adobe, Adobe's early development of the PostScript language, which became an international standard, giving them a protective lasting advantage in the printing industry. And then we come to point number 4, where we are saying the power of compounding wealth and experience. Starting early in investing allows money to compound over a long period, resulting in exponentially high results. Similarly, professional early start experience compounds, leading to faster skill acquisition. At this point, I think Queen Debbie is going to talk more on compounding. So I won't give anything. Then I'm going to, my last point is point number 5, which is saying high risk, risk tolerance and network building. Early starters often have higher energy levels, more time to recover from career setbacks, and allow financial obligations, allowing for higher risk taking. An example is I can give also about tech founders who start in the early ages, allowing them to work long hours to build products. For example, like Facebook, with the ability to try again if its first venture fails. Okay, I said last. No, my last point is this one: building networks. In technology and service industries, the first mover can build a user base that makes the product more valuable and creating a winner take all effect. An example can be like taken for LinkedIn, which established early dominance in professional networking, causing a network effect where new users joined simply because everyone else was already in there. Before I go to professional entrepreneurship advantages of starting early, maybe Queen Deby, you can say something on this one.
Thank you, Queen Beatrice. That is very informational, and I'll elaborate one of your point, which is compounding effect. And before I go there, I just wanted to say, you know what, the matter of prepared players, they can convert volatility into growth, right? So what am I saying? I'm saying if you are a prepared player in the market, you can convert volatility into what? Into fast growth. So as I said, opportunities, they come when you are prepared, and when opportunity meets confusion, they run away. So we want to say something on compounding, right? As we are in this ecosystem, it's this is the earliest we are in an industry. Why? Because this is the first industry that is solving four challenges that we have in the market, that we have in this industry, right? Which the major one is liquidity, which is the engine of any cryptocurrency. It's an industry that is an engine that can drive this ecosystem. So once we are prepared and an opportunity comes already, we are able to what? To excel and to go to higher levels. So I'm going to talk about what happens when you are now receiving USDC rewards, right? Because our queen talked about compounding, because when you start early, you have ability to be able to compound, right? You'll be able to become compound because you are earning, right? While you are earning, you are able to expand the business. You are able to compound, to make more profits, because it's early. You are in this market as early as you can. And not just that, only 7% worldwide are into this industry. Imagine where we are, community. So I'm going to use our our compound effect on our USDC rewards. If you're holding, I'm going to use 2,000 worth of tokens. If you're holding our 2,000 worth of tokens, so with a volume of 10,000, you're going to be earning $70 per day and above, right? Then at a volume of 20,000, you're going to be earning 4,200, and at a volume of 30,000, you're going to earn 6,200. This is only 2,000 worth of Bullrun tokens that you can buy today with less than, I don't think it will be even more than 2,000, right? So imagine now getting 6,300 each and every month. What can you do with that? Are you going to use it? Or I'm not saying you are not able to use it. Yes, you can use it, but you are able to say, okay, on my 6,000, I can be able to use maybe for my home and my finances, for my expenses, my daily expenses, my children expenses. Maybe I need 4,000. That 2,300, I'm going to be compounding. So when you are compounding, what happens? You are growing you are growing the capital. You're also growing the income. which means the next month that you're going to be earning, you're not going to earn the 6,300 also. You're now going to earn more than that. Maybe you can earn up to 5, 6, 7,000 or 10,000 by next month. And what happens again? You are not going to be using all of it. Maybe you will say, okay, I'll use 6,000, then the 4,000 I'll plow back. You are growing your capital. You are also growing your income. So that is the compound effect that she's talking about. And because of that, what is going to be happening right now, we are going to be having a long-term sustainable income. So in that area whereby you are just compounding each and every month and every month, because sometimes you have extra money from your hustles, you have extra money from wherever that you are working, and you put it aside and say, okay, when I'm getting my 6,000 or my 10,000 now, I'm going to add my 2,000 from my work. Then I want to buy more. I want to accumulate more. Then once you accumulate more, remember, the more you accumulate, the more you're increasing your capital, the more you're increasing your income. So what is going to happen here is you are going to get more value of your return on your investment. You're going to have a sustainable income that is going to come each and every month without fail, and it's perpetual. That's the good part of this. So as I said, at a volume of 40,000, you'll be earning 8,400. At a volume of 50,000, just with 2,000, sorry, that's with 2,000 worth of Bullrun that you can accumulate today. There's a point in time whereby at 50,000 million market cap, you are going to earn 10,500. At 100,000 market cap, you are going to be earning 21,000 each and every month. Tell me, can this help you to sustain the family? Can this help you to be able to have a sustainable income for a long period of time? If your answer is yes, what if we compound it? What if we compound? Okay, today let's say today is my month end. I have accumulated, because this money comes 24 hours, and I choose to take it each and every month end. So it's just like I'm going to work, but I'm accumulating my money each and every day, and month end I'm cashing out, and $21,000 already. It's going to give me enough to spend, enough to take my children to holidays, enough to pay my mortgages, whatever that is going to be happening that month. This is monthly. It's not coming this month, then next month it's not going to come. No, it's monthly. So at the end of the day, what is going to happen? I'll just say, okay, I need 15,000, 5,100. I'm going to buy back. And what I'm doing next month, I'm expecting more. Maybe I'm expecting 25,000. And I'm doing the same thing. The following month again, I'm going to be earning maybe 30,000. So imagine how you are going to accumulate such financial freedom, accumulate as much as you can. And that is going to help you to have a very sustainable way of living. Because, there's nothing that is good like knowing that all my expenses are paid for. Everything that I need to be to pay is going to be catered with my salary. It's just, so I'm taking this Bullrun ecosystem as a new company that is just starting. And as it starts, it's not yet in the mainstream. We need to position ourselves for the advantages that we are going to earn, because there is a time that you're not going to be able to earn 2,000, to buy 2,000 worth of tokens. It's such an amount of money that it's going to be right now. So that alone, it helps us to compound. It helps us to create more income using our own income already that is coming. So it's all about strategy. We need to understand that we are early in this. Let's build it. Let's have information that we need to understand, get the knowledge that is needed this time. There's not going to be Deby maybe in the next 5 years. There's not going to be King Steve in the next 5 years. Queen Mother in the next 5 years. Queen Beatrice in the next 5 years, coming and telling us how we can position ourselves early. Already it will be too late. We are already positioning ourselves now, because this is the time. It's the time that we can position ourselves. When we are not yet in mainstream. And this ecosystem, as I said, it's one of its kind. It's just like starting a new brand whereby we are solving challenges, not just solving challenges, we are solving the major challenge, which is liquidity. And by the time everyone knows about it, you are positioned, you are already in, you are already having the tokens that you want. So that is what I wanted to share and elaborate when it comes to compounding effect, how it is very important for each and every one of us. Once we start to have our USDC rewards, let's be compounding, because it's going to help us to have sustainable income and also be able to increase our capital, increase our retain also. So Queen, you can go ahead.
Thank you, Queen Debbie. I'm now going to look at professional and entrepreneurial advantages of starting early in any industry. Starting early, whether in a corporate career or a career field or as an entrepreneur, provides a significant advantage. In any industry, this extra time allows for deeper expertise, faster networking, and greater capacity to recover from mistakes. I'll first look at the professional advantages, that is climbing the ladder. Starting early in a structured industry, tech, finance, or media builds a foundation that is hard to catch up with later. There is what we call accelerated expertise. Advantage of this is that you become a senior authority or a master. You master your craft faster than your peers. And also here, I'm also going to maybe give an example where a software engineer who starts coding and doing internships at maybe an early age will likely be a lead developer by 25 years or 40 years, while peers are still in the junior position. I also gave an example of our developer there. And then longer networking. Advantage here is that your professional network matures alongside you. The peers you start with will become industry leaders, mentors, and potential partners. A marketing professional who starts as a junior assistant in maybe in a fashion industry or another industry builds relations with designers and editors who are all rising together. And then by age 40 or 50, they have a massive loyal network. And then higher risk tolerance. This is a career mobility. With fewer responsibilities, that's mortgage and children, what I talked about before, you can take unconventional roles, pivot to new industries, or work in startups to learn faster. And then there's also the issue of faster learning. The advantage here is you learn to handle or overcome and pivot from career setbacks like layoffs or bad projects before they have the high stake consequences. And then I'll look at the entrepreneurial advantages, that is building your business. Starting a business early often means lower personal overhead and high energy levels. Point number one is what we call patchy skill development. That's maybe your skills. Due to a limited capital, you learn to do everything yourself. You learn to do your sales, marketing. You learn to do your own web design and also your own accounts. I can give an example of Mark Zuckerberg of Facebook. He didn't have money for any marketing team, so he learned to build the product. acquiring a broad range of business skills. Point number 2, low financial risk. Maybe we can also, and you can survive on very little money, allowing you to reinvest all profits back into the business. Also here, our example would be of Mosiah Bridges, who started the more balls at the age of 9, making pies at home. He didn't have to worry about the rent or taxes, allowing him to build the company into a multiple dollar brand. And then the tech service and the industry disruption. Here, young entrepreneurs
Okay, so it seems as if my queen is facing a network challenge. So I'll just continue from here. Then she will come and take over from where she left. So as he was talking about how even the Facebook owner, Mark Zuckerberg, started her own things, doing it on her own, on his own, and he's now a successful man because he took time, to develop to develop what he is now having as a multi-billion-dollar company. So that's the same, starting early means you are able to create an opportunity or to create a place whereby you are able to grow, be it skill, be it in that industry. So same applies with us here. As for me, I'm going to talk about our ecosystem because that's what we are doing. We are just using the examples of the world whereby Amazon they've been the first in their own industry. Mark Zuckerberg with Facebook, on internet we have Microsoft. All these are companies that started early and they dominated in the industry. So with our own now, we are the first one who are actually addressing 4 challenges, and which also address the major challenges, which is liquidity. We have sustainable staking rewards, we have liquidity, we have logged liquidity, not just logged liquidity. We have accumulation of liquidity, Benny mechanism, staking platform, rewards in our USDC. We have education, we have the bulldozer. All these are things that are happening in our ecosystem for the first time. We have no any other ecosystem that is working like our own right now. So what do we need to do? We need to position ourselves. As I always say, this industry, I would liken it to a place where development is starting. You would want to position yourself. You want to buy a land in that development area that is going to start. You would want to have a portion of your own, because why? By the time people understand that that place is very beautiful, that place have people who are actually rich and all that, you are already positioned yourself. Either you want to sell by that time, or you want to live there. It's up to you. So same applies. I always say I will liken it to a place that is actually being developed. So at the end of the day, we are here because we need to have a beautiful place where we can accumulate money, where we can be able to relax with security, where we are able to compound, as I say, our own incomes, to a place which is safe, where you can go and rest, where you can introduce your friend or your family without hesitating, without knowing that, without thinking tomorrow this platform will not be there by tomorrow. No, this is a platform that has been there already for 3 good years, and people enjoy it. It's smart investments. It's smart accumulating of money. We are able to accumulate. Oh, Queen, your first network challenge, I guess. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I think I'm having network challenges. It's like it's almost raining. I think it's raining outside, so my network is giving me problems.
Okay. Is it stable now, or should I continue?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
I'm having network challenges, so I think that's the problem that I'm having.
Okay, no, that's fine. Yeah, I think your network is very bad. Cool. Anyway, it's okay, my queen, for now, until your network stabilize. I'll give it back to you when your network is stabilized. Okay. So as I was saying, we are building on a very solid foundation. We are building whereby everything has been laid for us. We started. Our king always say, 25 years ago we were not here. 25 years we did not have internet, we did not have cell phones. We used to use what do you call it? We used to use letters. We used to use postmen to just pass a message. But nowadays I can just call somebody, my relative. I will see them on a video call. So with that, you can mute yourself, Queen, if you're still fixing. Are you okay now?
You're fixing.
Okay, as you fix, you can mute her for now, or at least you're fixing. So as I said, I will allow my queen. Please, can you unmute yourself, my queen?
Hello?
Yes.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, you can go ahead.
Okay. Well, I'll now talk about the investment advantages, but these ones are the ones that I said you are going to expand on. You've already expanded on the harnessing the power of compounding. Starting early in an investment journey, even with small amounts leverage, is the most powerful tool in finance, which is time. It also offers a significant financial investment advantages, primarily driven by the time value of money and the power of compounding. The most critical advantage is that it allows even small, consistent contributions to grow into substantial wealth over decades. Here there are the points that I'll say out, and then Queen Deby is going to expand. And as I've said, she has already expanded on harnessing the power of compound interest, which is also called snowball effect. And then there is the higher risk tolerance and recovery time, and then low cost of achieving financial goals, and then cultivation of financial discipline and habits. You can take over, Queen Deby.
Okay, my queen. Thank you so much, Queen. And so as he was saying, we have low cost of entry. When we right now, all our tokens, 3 of them, they are very, very cheap. We have low cost of entry. We have Survivor, we have Killer Well, we have Bullrun. All 3 are very cheap right now. We can accumulate as much as we can, because why? We are early in the market. So when we are early, what do? We structuralize, we plan, we position ourselves, right? We don't just, we're not just going to wait until when everything is happening, that's when I'm going to buy. It will be too late. It's going to be too late for you. So now is the time for you to accumulate. It's a time for you to position yourself, structuralize what you want. What is your goal? How are you going to deal with what you want? How are you going to be discipline about your money? She talked about how you're going to be using your money with discipline when it comes to your money, and you need to structuralize all this. How you want to use your USDC, how you would want to compound your USDC, all these things that will help you to understand that when you are positioning yourself in a market early, you will be able to accumulate more, you are able to buy more, you are able to get more. So as I was talking about how early we are in this ecosystem, in the last 5 years, we are not here. So, community, it might look like we are too early. But the thing that I want to tell you today is it's time to position ourselves. For those who are brave enough, those who are who want to free themselves from the bondages of 9 to 6, right? You position yourself early. You are preparation. As I said, preparation is the number one goal that is going to take us to where we want to go. Because you are preparing yourself, that's how you're going to also have the money that you need, the results that you need, the opportunity that you need to compound, the opportunity that you need to meet a certain goal that you want to meet, right? So we have an ecosystem that is here to give us the best. The liquidity is the number one challenge that is in this industry, and a lot of people, they don't understand that. A lot of people who are already in the market, they don't understand that they are after hype. They are after what their best TikTokers talk about, their best influencer talk about. But that's not it. Let's leave that. Let's focus on what is important. It is important for us to have liquidity in this market. And now we are having such an ecosystem that is solving that challenge. Will you not position yourself? Will you not take this opportunity and position yourself well for what is about to come, for the liquidity rush that is going to come? Our king always say, is your ecosystem ready to accumulate the liquidity that is coming, the liquidity rush that is going to come in this industry? Is it ready? If it's not ready, which means you are on a wrong position. You need to come and understand how this ecosystem works. How is it going to help you as an individual to earn the finances that you want, to free yourself from that job that you have been working for 40 years. It's not too late for you to start. You can start right here and start build right now, and you are able to break free from that. So as our queen has said, I don't know, Queen, if you still have anything else to share before we go to the comment section.
Well, I can maybe talk about the strategic skills development. Here, I think I'll be talking to the community, because here we, as a community, we have to develop our skills. When we initiated early in an industry, refers to the international systematic process of building high-level cognitive, communicative, and forward-thinking abilities that allow professionals to align their daily tasks with long-term company goals, anticipate future industry shifts, and create lasting impact. As Queen Deby always says, Queen Mother, Brother Steve, that we should always comment, we always repost, so that we grow our industry by doing that. Also, maybe, I don't know whether we still have time, because I had some components that I wanted to talk about. But
go ahead, my friend. Go ahead.
Well, I'll just say them in point form. The strategic development involves shifting focus from creative task management to proactive planning. The key components they include forward thinking and future thinking, systematic thinking, prioritization and resource management, strategic communication, what we are always asked to do, because we'll be communicating so that our industry grows, and then analytical capabilities. And then we'll also maybe look at the misunderstandings, which are the misconceptions about starting early in an industry. Starting early means achieving a rapid, fast track success with the expectation of high level roles. That is what people think. But in reality, you'll be building a successful career that takes time, perseverance, and persistence. Early stages are for developing fundamentals, not just for achieving high status immediate. or some may say you need to be an expert in your field to start. It's not that. Starting early allows you to learn as you go. Being an expert in the problem you are solving is more important than being an expert in providing a solution. I think that is all that I have for you today. It's very unfortunate that my network here is giving me problems.
No, we can hear you properly. Thank you so much, Queen. You talked about how we are in this industry early, and I would like also to just say to the community, we are here early, and our Queen talked about how we can play a major role in bringing awareness. How? By tweeting, by sharing our be it YouTube, Twitter, and other things. By doing so, what are we doing? We are causing an awareness out there. We are spreading the word out there, and this is what we want, because we are early in this industry. It's not everyone who understands that we have an industry that is solving four challenges, mainly the liquidity challenge. So we need to let the word out there. We need to go beyond what we are just doing. Let's go and let the word go out there and allow people to understand that there is a platform where you can also accumulate USDC rewards just by holding your tokens. That alone, people would love to have that, because who doesn't want to be paid for their house that they built? Who doesn't want? Okay, the government will tell you, okay, we are going to be paying you. If you are an owner of a house, we are no longer going to say, okay, you're going to put it on a rental apartment, but we are going to be paying you for just owning a house. Who doesn't want that? So at the end of the day, I want you to understand that what we have is very valuable. What we have, it's something that has never been done in this industry. So we are early in this industry. As early as we are in this industry, let's allow others to come and understand what we have, to let them know what we have in this ecosystem, for them to understand that we are not just here, but we are solving challenges, and we are very sustainable, and we have also a sustainable yields. We also have a very sustainable ecosystem, because it is solving challenges, it is retaining liquidity, which is the major challenge in this ecosystem. Everyone is looking for something like this. So community, we want to leave you with this: the early you get into an industry that is solving a challenge, the more you're going to earn money. Yeah, the more you're also going to earn more finances and also knowledge about that industry. So let's not stay. Let's not. I wanted to say, let's not stay away from learning. Okay, let's stay glued to what we are teaching you, so that you understand where we are coming from and where we are heading to. Be it me, be it Queen Mother, be it Queen Beatrice, be it King Steve, be it everyone who is just coming here to teach us about this ecosystem. Let's engage. Let's do what we have to do, and with that, success is all we know at the end of the day. So community, was really nice engaging with you. Let me just go to our comment section, and I'll come back to you, Queen Beatrice. So
Okay.
we have our first comments from our from our Queen Salome. Queen Salome is saying, Queen's eagerly waiting. Thank you so much, Queen Salome. We also have Queen Virginia in the house. Queen Virginia is saying, hello, Queens. On my first seat, waiting to be educated and inspired. I hope you got educated, my Queen. Queen Depot says, usual, greetings to you all, family. Greetings back to you, my Queen. We also have Queen Spiwa saying, blessed Wednesday, BRL family. Greetings, Queen, and blessed Wednesday to you too, Queen Spiwa. We also have our beautiful Queen Mother in the house, also our developer. She's always here to support us. We love you so much, Mom. Thank you for always tuning in and also supporting us as usual. Greetings, family. Another day to be educated, informed, and empowered by our amazing Queen Beatrice and Queen Deby. Great topic, the importance of starting early, listening now, and Thanks for tuning in, family. Thank you so much, Queen Mother. Hope you take away something from what we shared with you today. Queen Latte in the house saying, thanks. Take us on, Queens. We are here to be educated. Thank you so much, Queen. We also have Queen Zafaria. She's saying, greetings, family. Always looking forward to be educated, inspired, and encouraged. We thank you, Queen Deby and Queen Beatrice, for yet another lesson. Always appreciated. Thank you so much, Queen. Our Queen Mother, once again. She's saying, very informative, learning a lot about. Thank you, Queen Beatrice and Queen Deby. Thank you so much, Queen Mother, also for everything. Also have our king in the house, King Ernest. Thank you so much, my queens. Keep it up. We are learning indeed. Thank you so much, King Ernest. We also have Queen Mary. Queen Mary saying powerful session. Thank you, Queen Mary. She's also saying enjoying the session. Thank you, Queen Mary. We also have Front T. You are on fire, Queens. Rocket Red countdown left off. Rocket Red countdown left off. Okay, that's nice. Thank you. Thank you, Franti. We also have Queen Shayla. She's saying, Queen Beatrice and Queen Deby, we really appreciate you for teaching us. Thank you so much, Queen. Also have Queen Gloria. Queen Gloria saying, BRL community greetings. Greetings back to you, Queen. Thank you so much for tuning in. So, Queen Beatrice, if you have something to just share with us before we go, I'll allow you to share as we round up.
Thank you, Queen Deby. I don't have much to say. It's I'm just to conclude that, well, starting early in an organization or in an industry is not just about being fast. I think it is about providing oneself with the time to build a deep, sustainable, and high-quality career or high-quality industry. That is what I can leave you with, kings and queens.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's having a high quality industry, and we have a high quality community ecosystem. This is a high standard one. I'm telling you, before you know it, in the next 3 to 5 years from now, we are going to understand what we are talking about today, because today you might not understand it, because the place that I told you are buying land is still bushy. You don't understand that it's going to be a beautiful city. So I'll also leave you with that. The place where you buy land is going to be a beautiful city. So with that, I would want to thank our beautiful Queen Beatrice. Queen Beatrice, thank you so much for sharing the stage with me. As always, I want to give this time to just applaud you, and also take this opportunity to thank our beautiful Queen Mother for giving us opportunities to grow in this ecosystem. Also, not forgetting our King for allowing us to ride on his wings, also to just come and talk about his ecosystem. So thank you so much, community, for coming in. Our next session is on Saturday. Or Friday, I'll be here, but on Saturday we are going to also have a Twitter session. So tomorrow we don't have a Twitter session. We are going to have YouTube session. Sorry, tomorrow we don't have a YouTube session. We are going to only have YouTube on Monday, and on Saturday, Twitter on Saturday, YouTube on Monday. So this is the new setup of our programs. So as we all know that we always have Thursdays, but we are no longer having Thursdays tomorrow. We are going to have a Twitter session on Saturday with our developer, Monday with our developer, Sunday with our mother, then Friday with me, Wednesday with me also. So thank you so much, Kings and Kings. I hope you take away something from what we were teaching you today, and also take note. Our 3 tweets are out: Survivor, Killer, and Bullrun. Please just engage with them. So with that, until we meet again, it's a bye-bye from me. Bye-bye.
Bye.